This video is sponsored in part by Play Studios. So, I've shown you guys what happens when you power level in MyVegas Slots. But is there an easier way to earn loyalty points in MyVegas? It turns out, yes. Yes, there is.
Is the ace of Vegas, the ace of Vegas.
Hey there, Spinners and Sharks, Ace of Vegas here, and I hope you're doing well. So, last time we did a MyVegas video, I showed you how I leveraged several tools, including the BlueStack Simulator and Facebook Game Room, to get you more loyalty points. That was all well and fun, but I also got comments like this. And frankly, I was a little taken aback. All the effort into making the video just to find out that the MyVegas app had changed, well, it was a little surprising. So I decided to check it all out for myself. At first I didn't see much of a difference until, that is, I went into my app store and downloaded the new version of the app. To my surprise, my loyalty point meter had changed. You see, previously the icon was a solid gold one that stayed static. Now though, it changed color by portions, and it looked like a ticking analog clock. Or I guess a pie chart for anyone that was much younger than I am. Actually, you know what? You shouldn't be watching this if you're that much younger than me. If you're younger than 21 in the first place. So I'm gonna stick with the word analog clock. Anyway, I sat down and timed it out just to see what would happen. After sitting on the home screen for about 90 seconds, I received 100 loyalty points with no effort given. So I decided to see how long it could continue. I came back shortly after the hour was up, and discovered my old friend the green checkmark. He's someone who reminds you that you've earned all the free loyalty points you can earn in that app. It happens to me most of the time in MyVegas Blackjack, especially when I'm on a winning streak. Usually each game has a cap of roughly 2,000 to 4,000 loyalty points you can get in a day, meaning you can never really earn as many loyalty points as you want in a night. The only exception being on MyVegas Facebook, where you get loyalty points just for leveling up, of course. That being said, I decided if you could still get loyalty points by playing the game even after you hit the cap. My spins were not fruitful. So that inspired this experiment. What would happen if you simply left the game on overnight for 24 hours? As far as I knew, no one had done this because it was assumed the cap was a daily limit. Also, no one that I knew was willing to just leave their phone plugged in for 24 hours just for one app to do its thing. But luckily for me, I have a few tools that other people don't, specifically the BlueStack software for my computer. That said, I loaded up the program and got to work. Alright, Spinners and Sharks, we're starting the 24-hour MyVegas challenge here. We're gonna go ahead and open up BlueStacks here. And we're gonna open our MyVegas Slots game. And we're just gonna go ahead and see how long MyVegas runs. So presently it is about 7:08 a.m. Alright, there it is. 7:08 a.m. I'm gonna open on MyVegas Slots over here. I didn't think it'd be productive to screen share this. Honestly, I thought it would make more sense just from this angle, so apologize for the kind of washed out colors on the screen there. Alright, so we know we're starting at 2,053,263 loyalty points. Every time this fills up, we get 100 LPs. So, theoretically, in 24 hours, assuming there's no cap, because we did hit a cap last time, but we also did have a pretty obtuse gaming session, too. Because you guys know that I did that other video where I turned on all the games and left them on for hours, so that was a thing that happened, too. But yeah, let's go ahead and put 24 hours on the clock. On your mark, get set, ready, and go. Alright, Spinners and Sharks, we'll be back in 24 hours to see exactly how well we did. I went about my business as usual in between, and even created a new video addressing Vegas violence on the Strip while I did. You can watch that in the card in the upper corner of the screen. But back to the game. Here were our results. Alright, Spinners and Sharks, it is 6:55 the next day here, and we are back. So I collected my daily gift, and it looks like the timer started again. It stopped at 2,057,263, meaning we have a hard limit of 4,000 loyalty points to earn. But while we got a minute here, let's go ahead and see if that same issue still happens, where we click something like Luxor Link and see if the gameplay does anything. Alright, so the timer's still going, and it doesn't seem to have any impact on... Yeah, the spinning actually doesn't have any impact on how fast you earn your LPs. So it seems as if I'm almost better off just not spinning at all and saving my chips for something different. But what am I going to save the chips for now? At this point, I got a little concerned that this was happening in other apps, so I loaded up the other games just to test my theory. Okay, let's go ahead and try a little bit of Frontier Fortunes here. Let's see if we get these loyalty points here. Let's see, yeah, 10 million is reasonable. Okay, awesome. Okay, looks like we're right on top of things. We get another balloon here. And... oh, we got those chips. Good. Gonna need the chips. 6 million. Oh, and we got the picker bonus too. Good. Alright, let's get that picker bonus real quick. 100 million. Oh! Ooh! It's clean. And 200 LPs. Good. Alright, perfect. That was another 400 million. Okay, let's see if that tip is actually real. Let's play some MyVegas Blackjack. That's 21, boom. Oh, you can hit that. Alright, looks good. Looks like we got our meter over here. Let's bet again. That's gonna go up a little bit. And looks like that just hit. Let's double it one more time for giggles. And looks like that racks up pretty quickly. Oh, and we also got our daily reward. And actually, let's go ahead and make a move just to see if it pushes through. Yep. Okay, we've confirmed we still get loyalty points from gameplay. And from collecting chips over here, and from completing the challenge. Ultimately, I've come to these conclusions. Number 1, just for having the app open, you earn loyalty points at a rate of 100 points per 90 seconds. Number 2, your bet and your gameplay don't have any bearing on your actual earning rate in MyVegas mobile app. Number 3, all the other MyVegas related games, those being MyKonami, Pop Slots, MyVegas Blackjack, and of course the original MyVegas Facebook game, are all unaffected. And finally, number 4, your cap on the mobile app is 4,000 loyalty points. But again, this does not affect your caps in other apps. And that's it. So, for now at least, you can automatically generate loyalty points without lifting a finger at a rate of 4,000 a day, without risking a single chip. So, how do I feel about this whole thing? Admittedly, I'm a little disappointed. Now, don't get me wrong, I do love the idea of free loyalty points, especially if it's, with less effort, so I can focus on other things like, editing videos for you guys and traveling. That's a little more interesting for me. But to be perfectly honest with you, timed loyalty points kind of take some of the sport out of it. Honestly, at one point my entire channel was dedicated just to finding the best game in MyVegas Slots. And I had a lot of fun playing those games to see which one had the best payback percentage. That was kind of my thing, so that you could continue playing longer and get more loyalty points that way. Loved doing that. Now, that being said, I do like that you can leverage this tool, and you can also use tools like BlueStacks Emulator to keep the game on in case you don't want to monopolize your phone, and still earn loyalty points even while you're busy. Let's say doing Zoom meetings at work, because hey, most of us still can't leave our house. So that's kind of a nice little feature there. Alright then, Spinners and Sharks, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's tutorial and found it informative, I'd appreciate a like. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. I also just noticed that I recently earned 6,000 subscribers on the channel, and I'd like to commemorate it with a special stream. Until next time though, this is Ace of Vegas, signing off, wishing you all strong hands, and, of course, happy spinning, you guys.
Viva Ace of Vegas. Viva Ace of Vegas. Viva Ace of Vegas. Viva Ace of Vegas.